The Brazilians love nothing more than their Fusca, the Beetle, and of course, football. It's clear where their favorite car comes from, Germany. But what about football? Was it the English or the Germans? She must know. Daniela Alfonsi is director of the Museu de Futebol in São Paulo.
O futebol chega no Brasil no final do século XIX.
The British-Brazilian Charles Miller brought football and football boots with him when he came back home from England. This was the beginning of football in Brazil.
Estudar e volta com a grande novidade da época, que era o futebol.
This was in 1894, so the issue is quite clear. It was an Englishman. 2 hours flight south of São Paulo in Rio Grande, it's another story entirely. Here, the Hamburg native Moritz Minnemann founded the oldest football club in Brazil. Michael Lawson used to serve as club president.
Rio Grande was the first club to have members, to have its own playing field, and to divulge the sport around Brazil.
For Michael Lawson, football cannot be separated from the football club. So for him, the birthplace of football is in Rio Grande do Sul. This is the oldest official team photo in Brazil. It dates from the year 1900 and shows the players of SC Rio Grande. In the center is his ancestor Arthur Lawson. Beside him is club founder Moritz Minnemann. In particular, Rio Grande helped many other teams during their establishment in the subsequent period.
This is the only written proof of the founding of International of Porto Alegre, and International of Porto Alegre asked us to sell this document to them. We refused to sell our history, so this document will remain in the archives of the Sport Club Rio Grande.
The historian Helena Portela manages the museum of SC Rio Grande. She researched the history of the club and came upon Moritz Minnemann. This is the founder of the club, Johannes Moritz Minnemann. Thanks to the documents in Rio Grande, she's left in no doubt about who introduced football to Brazil. When we talk about football, we mean club football, and Johannes Minnemann introduced this to Brazil. Minnemann was German, so it was therefore the Germans who brought modern football to Brazil. And so it's clear, along with the Beetle, the Germans may not necessarily have introduced football to Brazil, but they certainly did introduce the football club.